This is Sparta!
Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we're going to do something a little bit different. We've got some battle axe going on in the background, some good stuff too by the way, going on in the background though. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at our Discord server questions. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos, but I wanted to make sure we had plenty of questions. So, as always, the link is in the description down below. We have hit 300 members on the server. So there's plenty of people to talk to, guys. There's general, where you talk about whatever you want. There's some, more specific channels in there if you want specific things. You can do video requests. You can do, you can post your own videos in this section called Community Videos. There's a replay submission there, but I don't really look at that too much, so I apologize to anybody who has put them there, because generally those are links to YouTube videos, and it doesn't do me any good. But we're going to go ahead and talk about how to send me videos as well. I have a Facebook page, facebook.com/Spartan Elite 43. It's that simple. You can send me a message there. Make sure that it is not a YouTube video. Send it as a file share link to download it from either Google Drive, OneDrive, one of those file shares. It doesn't matter which one. It doesn't matter as long as I can download the video in its raw footage. That way I can use it. Because if I'm downloading it off of YouTube, the quality drops, and then it makes for a bad video. Sorry, my voice still isn't quite back. I've been sick. But yeah, so on to the questions. First question, Felix, T57 or the E5, which is better? Honestly, they're both very, very good. The E5 has the better armor of the two tanks, but the T57 has that amazing burst damage that you get out of the 4-round autoloader. Plus, for a 4-round autoloader, it really doesn't reload the reload isn't that bad. So keep that in mind. But the E5, probably like the stronger all-arounder, but the T57, when it has the ability to dump and get back and then dump again, it is fantastic. So keep that in mind. Personally, I like them both, but it comes down to preference. It's a 1A, 1B kind of deal. It can be either or, depending on your play style and what you like. Also, how do I send in a community replay? I already answered that, so sweet. Object 277, is it worth it? Asks Teletubbies. Honestly, I would say yes. I like the 277. Some other people disagree with me, and that's fine because everybody has different tanks that they enjoy. But if you like mobile heavy tanks with good gun handling, you're gonna like it. So honestly, it should be a good one. Is it easier to focus on one line at a time or play all at the same time? If you're wanting to get to tier 10 as quickly as possible, you want to focus a line. But if you're wanting more enjoyment and being able to spread out and play different tanks so that you don't get burnt out on a line, then it's good to have 2, maybe 3 lines going at once. So that's my thought on that. Frixor, are the French tank destroyers good at tier 6 and 7? I haven't played the tier 6 and 7 Frenches, I don't think. I don't remember where I left off. I think I was at like tier 4, tier 5, and I got kind of bored with it and kind of dropped it, which I do with a lot of things. But to answer your question, Frixor, I'm not 100% sure. I know that the Foch tier 10 is very good, the Foch 155. The tier 9, now that it gets an autoloader, is also very good. Doesn't have the armor that the tier 10 has, but they're both mobile, low profile, and have that nasty autoloader that can really ruin your day. Now, Ivan, how do I grind experience fast? A lot of people would be like, well, you need to jump into tier 10, but the problem with that is if you jump into tier 10, it's not, you have to pay to convert that to other tanks. Whereas, your best bet is to jump in a tank that you're grinding. And if you have premium tanks, again, you're going to have to pay to convert that to free XP. But if you have premium tanks such as it'll be what the tier 8s are the experience. I can't remember. Tier 8 premiums I think are silver, and then the earlier premiums, tier 7s, 5s, are better for actual raw XP. I did a thing on it a while back. I think the Sexton one was the overall best XP earner in the game, which is a tier 3 already. So that's the thing. But you also got to think about the higher the tier you get, the more XP you get per match, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a big stats guy, you know that. But I think like the higher up in the tiers you are, the more XP you tend to earn per battle. Oh, Felix, again, what kind of music do you like, Spartan? I love all music, but preferably older music. Not big on the newer stuff. It kind of got whitewashed, or not whitewashed, sorry. I don't know why I said that. As best, it just all like blended together. It all sounds the same nowadays. I don't really care for that. That is kind of just washed together. It's just not my thing. I like older stuff. I like everything from 40s to the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and some 90s, and then that's pretty much it. Anything after the 90s, I'm not a big fan of. I do know some songs. I do like some songs from newer stuff, but I prefer the older stuff, especially rock. I like my classic rock. Frixor again, what's the drop table for the current war chest from Ranked? I honestly have no idea. I'm sure it's somewhere on the forums, so go ahead and check out forums-console.worldoftanks.com, and I'm sure they'll be in there somewhere. Longbow 1114, holy mackerel, that's a name to try to pronounce. I am grinding towards the Jaggy 100 and have arrived at the tier 8s. I plan to do both the Furdy and the Jag Panther 2 with the same crew for that extra crew training before... Whoop, where'd it go? Crap. I'm sorry, guys. It just, like, auto-scrolled me down for some reason. No! Screwed it up. Spartan, you had one job. I apologize, guys. I've completely screwed it up. Oh, here we go. Found it again. Woo! Saved it. Anyway, before I reach the tier 10, so which one is better to do first? I actually have a video for this. If you go into my videos on the channel, and then the search bar off to the right of my videos, you can search for Ferdinand versus Jag Panther 2, and I explain that in detail why I prefer the Jag Panther 2. It's just it's mobility. They both get that great gun, but the mobility is so much better on the Jag Panther 2 that it actually saves the Jag Panther 2, and the armor just isn't good enough for how slow the Furdy is. But that's my opinion. Demon Ronin. Hey Spartan, I have seen your vids on War Thunder, and mine says I can't play tanks until I get an invite. Anyone know about that? Honestly? I don't know. I have not heard that one before. Maybe go to War Thunder's page for console. I don't remember the exact link, but go over there and check out the forums. Maybe they've had some issues with it, and they can get you a workaround or whatever they got to do. Okay. Ivan Kowalski. That's pretty awesome. I just went straight Penguins of Madagascar in my head. Is the E50 worth grinding for? E50M is very good. E50 got nerfed hard a while back, and I don't believe it's got a buff yet. So E50 itself, probably not as good as it used to be. E50M, still worth it. It's still a great medium. You just don't see a whole lot of them anymore. It's a big-bodied medium. It has great mobility and a good gun, so there's no reason you don't see more. Honestly, I just think people get put off by the grind to get there. The E50M is worth it. Okay, so next question. Lunchbox715, where can I post gameplay or share it to someone? I got a decent video of 215B game that I had a few hours ago. 7 kills, almost 5k damage, and about 3.5k blocked. Well, if you're in the Discord, you can put it right underneath the community videos section. If you go in there, post a link to your YouTube video, and people can watch it, and they'll let you know. It's a pretty cool little channel right there in the servers. So, awesome. Anyway, same guy, Lunchbox715. Any way to do full video instead of cutting it up into sections? You can get a capture card like I did, an Elgato HD60 or some other capture card, and use your computer to record full video that way. That's how I did it. I believe you can also get a USB 3.0 hard drive, external hard drive, hook it up, and specifically use that for recording videos from your Xbox to allow you to record more than the 5 minutes. So that's also an option. That's probably the cheaper of the two options. But that being said, is the Banshee Comet worth getting it when it comes back out? The Banshee Comet is actually very, very good. I remember doing the video and I really enjoyed it. It's got very good turret armor, but its mobility and that rapid fire gun, which is surprisingly good, is so much fun to play. Are Marks of Excellence damage only or combined? It is combined. As far as I know, it is combined damage. So total damage done, and you have to meet a certain amount, and it's average damage. So you take all of the games that you've been playing, average the damage out, and if you're meeting the average damage required for the Mark of Excellence, you make it. And once you make those, this is another one that people ask about, once you make a Mark of Excellence, you don't lose that. So just like my 3 marks, I've never lost it, even though I've dropped down to 1 mark at one point on my standing. So that's a thing. Have you ever played the Black FV201? Unfortunately, no. And that was by Honda Teg Type R. Yeah, I never actually got to play any of the Black tanks. That was for Hesh, that was for Hesh, that was for Hesh. Is the Fortress Ferdinand any good? Personally, it takes everything that's good about a Ferdinand and takes it away, which is the gun. It's just not that. I mean, you take a tank that is known for its amazing gun, and it's slow as crap, and the armor's not that good, and then put a smaller gun on it and expect people to enjoy it, and it just isn't. That's my opinion. I also did a honest review on that as well. It's not terrible. Don't get me wrong. It's not a terrible tank. It's just not good. Spartan, did you name the FV4005 Stage 2 after Dragonborn Coder? No, I didn't name it after Dragonborn Coder, but I did name it Dragon. I just thought it fit the tank. Especially considering you get those dragon eyes and it like sits perfectly on that tank. And Dragonborn says, no, I don't even think he knows me. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed. I've tried to get as many questions as I can. I know it's been a little bit long of a video, but I hope you guys have enjoyed. And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button. Leave a comment below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, I will see you in the next video.